humbly request the State Secretary of PITA, Dr. R. Manikandan, and convener of Voice of Chennai Academicians, Dr. L. Venkatesan, to accompany the dignitaries. Dr. N. Kalaiselvi, Director General, CSIR and Secretary DSIR, New Delhi. Dr. R. Subhashini, Co-founder Canber's Therapeutics, Chennai. PMJF Lion, Dr. K.R.S. Lakshmi, Secretary, Meenakshi College for Women. Sri G. Lakshman G, All India Joint Organization Secretary of ABRSM. Let us all solemnly express our sincere gratitude to our God with a prayer. Now we request all of you to rise for the Tamil Thai Vartu, recited by the choir of Meenakshi College for Women.
Thank you, girls. It is time we invocate the event by bringing brightness and dispelling darkness to allow us to see things clearly. Now we are delighted to invite all the dignitaries on the dais to light the Kuttuvilakku. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Goddess Saraswati is a woman serving as an epitome of education, music, and art. And to seek her endowments, we invite the students of Meenakshi College for Women to vocalize Saraswati slogan. या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवलां या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा. Thank you girls for illuminating our minds with your slogan. We now invite Dr. R. Manikandan, State Secretary of Theta, to propose the welcome address.
Namaste to all. Good evening, eminent guests, dear academicians, Karyakartas, faculty from City College and various universities, ladies and gentlemen. I take immense pleasure in cordially inviting you all to this special discussion entitled Empowering Women for Viksit Bharat through Voice of Chennai Academician, being organized by Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teacher Association, applied with Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Saisak Mahasangh, ADRSM. Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teacher Association was formed with the motto of taking care of the welfare of the student, general public and the teachers. Like-minded teacher working in various universities of Tamil Nadu and Government of Tamil Nadu Aided College of Tamil Nadu have taken the initiative of forming the association. Theta has been determined to achieve the need, grievances and the demand of the teachers through democratic way with almost honesty and integrity. Theta, in association with a well-renowned organization, Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Saisak Mahasangh, ADRSM, is organizing this significant discussion with the aim and scope for the empowerment of women in the India. ADRSM has been vigorously propagating in the ideology of cultural nationalism in the field of education and society, along with executing the program of social concern and the educational upgradations. I am extremely honored to welcome our esteemed speaker for the occasion, Dr. N. Kalashelvi Madam, Director General, CSIR and Secretary, DSIR, New Delhi. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitations and gracing this occasion. You have been constant support in uplifting the faculty and fellow academicians in many possible and available ways. I very much appreciate your presence, Madam, today to preside over this event in your busy schedule. Thank you, ma'am. It is indeed delightful privilege for me welcome guest for honor, Dr. S. Lakshmi ma'am, Secretary, Meenakshi College for Women, who has graciously providing us with the space and the requirement of successfully organizing these academic events. Ma'am, welcome ma'am. I am inspired by your agility and constant commitment to building our nation through education for women. Thank you, ma'am. I am very grateful to extend my welcome to Dr. S. Subhasini Madam, co-founder, K.R.S. Therapeutic, Chennai. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation, for spending his valuable time to grace this important occasion and delivering his role of women building a development India. Thank you, ma'am. My heartfelt welcome to our Sri Ji Lakshman Ji, All India Joint Organizing Secretary of ABRSM, for continuously as well as vigorously propagating such a valuable academic events throughout the country for the uplifting for women and greatly supporting this organization. Thank you, Ji. Last but not least, I welcome all the women in this graciation, academician and the Karyakartas from various organizations and the renowned educational institute who are the chief focus of today's event for the active willingness to participate and cooperate. Thank you all. With all due respect, I welcome all the organizing committee members of the event who are entirely working to make this event memorable one. Once again, I welcome you all who have accepted our kind invitation and make your presence at this humble event. Thank you one and all. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a humble welcome. It is time to honor our esteemed guest, for which I invite Dr. N. Radhakrishnan, Executive Committee Member, TITA, to take over the session.
So very good evening to all of you. We are extremely happy to show our gratitude by honoring our guest with shawl and mementos. First, we would like to honor our chief guest, Dr. Kalichalvi Madam, for which I request Dr. Lakshmi Shah from Chennai College for Women to honor our chief guest with shawl. I invite Dr. Viksit of Meenakshi College for Women to give away the memento to our chief guest. I invite Professor S. Balakumar of Nanoscience and Nanotechnology Department, University of Madras, to give away the gift to our chief guest. I invite Dr. Prabhu of Pachapas College, Kanjipuram, to give away the gift to our chief guest. Next, we would like to honor Dr. Lakshmi Madam, Secretary of Meenakshi College for Women, with shawl memento and a gift, for which I invite Dr. Yamuna of B.G. Vaishnava College. I invite Dr. R. Manigandan to give away the memento, and Dr. Panjanathan, former Vice Chancellor, TNTEU, to give away the gift to the Secretary, Madam, please. I invite Dr. Lavanya, Department of Computer Science, University of Madras, to give away the gift to Lakshmi, Madam. Right, Dr. Prema of St. Thomas College, Coimbatore. And myself, Dr. Radhakrishnan, will give away the memento to the Dr. R. Subhashini. I invite Dr. Balaji to give away the gift to chief guest. I invite Dr. Karpagam of Pachepas College to give away the gift to the Dr. R. Subhashini. And finally, we would like to honor Mr. Lakshmanji with shawl and memento, for which I invite Dr. Srinivasan, Dr. Ramesh Kumar of RNE, and Mr. Bhargav, and Dr. Kodalingam of Tyaraya College. Dr. Kodalingam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I kindly request Dr. Rajashri to introduce our guest of honor, PMJF Lion, Dr. K.R.S. Lakshmi ma'am. Namaskaram to all of you. So I'm really honored to introduce the PMJF Lioness K.S. Dr. K.S. Lakshmi. I'm really saying from my heart because I'm an alumnus of this student and I'm feeling proud to introduce my principal, former principal of this college. So Dr. K.S. Lakshmi is a leader not only in education but also in philanthropist, and she is a visionary in bringing up lot of spheres of developing lot of spheres in the society. So she is a distinguished academician and a visionary leader in the field of education. She served as the principal of this college, and during which time it was expanded in such a large scale that now we have so many other institutions in the same campus. And not only that, under her leadership, this college has always been in the top 5 colleges in the city, not only in the city but also in Tamil Nadu. It is because of her tenacious hard work and also because of her discipline, which has not only shaped this college but also shapes the lives of a lot of students. So that is the dynamicity of her. And under her leadership, because if you see the website, you can know what and all she has done. So I don't want to list the laurels, but I just wanted to highlight what is very important. Even at this age, I think she must be more than 80. She has been active in the field of academics, in the field of management and administration, and also having a note in the life of students and also the society. So I am really honor to introduce her to this august audience. Thank you all. Chief Guest, Dr. Mrs. K.R.S, Secretary of this association, Gunta Lakshmanan, Dr. R. Subhashini, and the guests on the main table and off the main table. Very good evening to all of you. I am proud and thankful to God Almighty that I am being introduced by my old student. Thank you very much, my student. And I have been waiting to see Dr. K.R.S. I am appreciating her, admiring her. She doesn't know. Admiring her and used to tell others also that she has to come from Delhi, whether is possible for her. She's so simple. ஏதோ சொல்வாங்க தமிழ்ல அந்த மாதிரி ஹையா இருக்கிறவங்க தான் சிம்பிளா இருப்பாங்க, ஒன்றும் இல்லாதவங்க ரொம்ப ஆழ்த்துவாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அது மாதிரி செக்ரட்டரி CSIR and DSCR, Dr. Mrs. K.R.S. and Sri Gunta Lakshmanan and Subhashini. In that bias, I don't know why I am being asked to sit around there. I am very angry with Manikandan because I am one among you. I have to sit along with you arranging this special discussion on empowering women or Viksit Bharat. And when he came and asked me, I'm from Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association. I'm very happy to have this college. This is an education institution. You are Theta, from a member, President, State Secretary of Theta. So you are asking me to provide this hall. Very happy to provide this hall for this happy. And chance is given by Manikandan. I thank you very much, Dr. Manikandan, for giving me this Meenakshi Women the chance to host this meeting. Now, please. Thank you very much. Let's go.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We are now delighted to invite Dr. N. Radhakrishnan to introduce Sri G. Lakshmanji.
Thank you very much for the opportunity again. So I am so delighted to introduce and invite Sri Lakshmanji, National Joint Organizing Secretary for AB RSM. So Dr. Lakshmanji, after finishing law graduation, he decided to dedicate his life for the society welfare. For the last 3 decades, he has been worked very extensively in various student movements across the country. He held various responsibilities in world's largest student organization, Akhila Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, ABVP. In ABVP, he served at various capacities as State Organizing Secretary in combined Andhra Pradesh, South India, and also Organizing Secretary and All India Joint Organizing Secretary to organize various events pertaining to the students' welfare. In addition, Lakshmanji has very strong bondage with students, teachers, and also with the public of Tirupati, as he started his service as a full-timer from this holy place. He is an advisory committee member for World's Organization of Students and Youth, referred as WOSY, and also working with students who are pursuing their education in our country. So he has led many inspiring students' movements and stood as an ideal figure and also a role model to the students. He shaped hundreds of students' life as a young and inspirational leader, and he was elected Student Union Vice President also. So he had visited so many prestigious universities, not only in India but also in the United States, and had a detailed study of education system in the United States. His wisdom with an integrated approach in life made him the man behind several national seminars on MEP 2020 across the country, and he brought academicians across the country under one platform in collaboration with various prestigious institutions of national importance in India. So with this brief note, let me welcome Mr. Lakshmanji to offer his address. Thank you very much. Vanakkam. Good evening to all. Honorable Dayas, respected Lakshmi Madam is with us, and Madam Kalai Selvi Madam, Director General CSIR, and Dr. Subhashini Madam, and here Dr. Manikandan, State General Secretary of Theta, and Dr. Venkateshan, who is the convener for this Voice of Chennai academicians. And there are so many prominent people sitting before me in the audience. Professor Banjaratham sir is here, and Professor Ilay Perumal sir is here, and Sampath Kumar sir is here, and here our Dr. Balakumar sir. And there are so many prominent people, I am not able to take all the names. Good evening to one and all. First of all, I would like to congratulate Theta for organizing this second event, Voice of Chennai Academicians. Really, I was so much inspired by the team Theta. Last time, at the same place, we organized a program very successfully, Unleashing Hanuman Within You, that is the title. Ranjani Madam and Varadaraj Bappat sir, one is from IIT Mumbai and one is professor from IIM Mumbai. Both came here, the address of the program was so success and the entire hall was full. And I came here to review that program, and immediately suggestion came, sir, why don't we go for another program, another Voice of Chennai academician? Immediately I said, yes, who stopped you to go further? And immediately within, I think remember, within 30 minutes of time, we decided everything, yes, date, time, venue, almost, and then who should be our main speaker this time? And when should be the program? Yes, when 1 month time we need. So that is last month, around first week we sat and we decided 8th March is the International Women's Day, and we can organize program on 9th because Saturday it is good for everyone, and the 8th is Shivaratri, and immediately the suggestions came, who should become the
chief guest for this. Immediately, Kalai Selvi Madam name has come. And we are enough fortunate that immediately we approached her and she consented to be the chief guest for this program. Madam, heartfelt thanks to you all the way with her busy schedule. Please give her big hands. Even for Lakshmi Madam and Kalasalvi Madam. So really, how the things will move. So I feel that these are the personalities who inspires us, who gives us motivation to work further. It was told, TITA, Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, affiliated to K.R.S. What are these organizations? What they are meant for? I am not going into the details, but one thing I want to say, we want to bring all the academicians of this country on the one platform. All academicians, from school teacher to university teacher, and here the gathering, I am proud to say, madam, here if I calculate how many institutes are representing, it is more than 30 institutions. All the faculty members from prominent institutions of Chennai are representing here. And these organizers are very much confident that yes, gee, our hall is going to pack. I'm a little bit worried about, because I have my own assumptions in Chennai whether people will come or not, whether you are, this time is right time or not. No. All the time, nothing to worry, Lakshmanji, people will come. As they suggested, as they said, yes, now the entire hall is packed. Yes, this is what exactly TITA and ABRSM wants to. Because that we know, in this society, the faculty members, the academia, will play a pivotal role in transforming the society. Every individual have a lot of potentiality. You have expertise in different areas, though it may be science, technology, humanities, whatever the subject it may be, you are all the doctorates in that, you are masters in that. You are capable in your, and most important thing, in your entire generation, in your entire service time, you can able to nurture thousands of young minds. And as we know, the future of the country will be built in the between the four walls of a classroom, that we know. Today exactly, the country celebrated its 75 years of Independence Day celebrations. Now country is marching ahead for 2047. There is a lot of radical revolutions are being happening in this country. Positive side. So this is the time our Prime Minister is talking about today speech, yesterday, every day. I don't know how many of you are following his vision for this country and his views and what he is expecting from this people of this country. So his plans for 2047. 2047, by 2047 the country should become Viksit Bharat. So Viksit Bharat, whose responsibility it is? As a government, what are all the initiatives has to be taken by the government? They are taken, and we can see the significant progress in the development of the country. But there is another side. We have to transform the society. What is happening within our village, within our campus, within our town, within our colony, within our city, day-to-day affairs, many such things are there. If really you want to see the country will Viksit Bharat, we need to transform this country from grassroots level. Now, a good atmosphere has been developed, and we can create a kind of confidence among the common people, and it is exposed that the strength of the country, yes, if we decide, we can do anything. Yes, this is what we are experiencing. So today, I congratulate you on this occasion of International Women's Day. Yesterday, it was International Women's Day, March 8th, and we are celebrating it on today. And today our topic is empowering women in Viksit Bharat, making Bharat a Viksit Bharat. And Madam K.R.S. Madam is example, I can say, how a woman can play a pivotal role in developing the nation. And she is the first woman Director General for CSIR. Please give her big claps. It took 75 years to see a woman in such a prominent place. She's so simple. I just heard about her career and all. It is very inspiring. And besides K.R.S. Madam, Lakshmi Madam is here. She is inspiring, source of inspiring for everyone, those who are sitting here. How she built this entire academic campus. In her biodata, everything was explained. Even at the age of 80 plus, the way how she will command the people who are working under leadership. Last time when I came, I was surprised. There are 30-40 faculty members are there. The way how she is guiding them, I can say word it is not. How she is she's commanding like in this. You do this. What is happened? What about the way how she able to manage this big institution at this age? Really, it is very inspiring for all the women community. Today, the woman has given a lot of priority, I can say. Sometimes, who are you to give priority? No. The policy makers or the government. You know how this women reservation bill has come today? Earlier it was not there. This bill was kept pending for a long time. Yes, now this women's reservation bill was passed. In the coming days, the woman that she is going to play a key role. And today, if you see, I used to travel throughout the country. There was a time you cannot see the women participation. It may be in the education, it may be in the social activity, it may be in the political activity, it may be you can take any activity. The women participation was less. Today, slowly, it become a sizable number and almost it is reaching 50%. Yes, of course, I can agree. In few areas, the number has to increase. I request on this occasion, when we are talking about Viksit Bharat, you cannot ignore the 50% energy of the woman. And I strongly believe that the woman is having lot of capabilities. She can do wonders. If she will get an opportunity, she can do. She can prove herself. Whatever the responsibility that you give, she can prove herself. But I used to travel to remote areas of this country, villages or some slums. There are so many places. Even today, still the woman is facing a lot of problems. This is the time we have to address those all issues. I used to listen when a girl child, when she was in mother's womb, from there she is facing a lot of problems. No? Foodicide, you know. People used to kill the girl child in the mother womb. In Tamil Nadu, we organized awareness program on this. And once she took birth, again it will start. Education. A boy is there and a girl is there. Now there is a lot of change, but still it is there. First priority will be for a boy. Girl means it is second. And after that, when she grows, First priority, which school, which college, the boy will be given priority. Yes, the woman was neglected. And you know how many unwanted incidents that are happening even today at his workplace, when he is doing some business or some other assignments, wherever she is doing, she is facing a lot of problems. In a campus, yes, I know. So now we have to resolve ourselves to fight against this discrimination and this injustice. When you are talking about Viksit Bharat, there should not be any kind of indiscrimination. It may be caste discrimination, it may be gender discrimination, it may be rural, urban discrimination, it may be rich and poor. Unless until this discrimination was not eliminated, it is not called as Viksit Bharat. When the common minimum needs, we are talking about food, cloth, health, shelter, and other things, this common minimum needs should reach to the last person of this country, then we can say it is Viksit Bharat. And we should become more strong in the field of science and technology, in the field of our armed forces. We should become more strong. And last, this is no, there should not be any kind of indiscrimination. The person should be recognized as he was, or as she is, as he is. She made, where she born and what, whether she is male or female, rich or poor, or urban or rural. So this is the very important criteria for Viksit Bharat. Yes, at all level it has to be chalked out and we should work for that. If I say there are so many positive things are there and we are marching ahead, our country is marching ahead, same time there are so many things are there which can be corrected at a ground level, at our individual level, our personal discipline. I can say how we are individually, how fair we are, how responsible we are. Yes, it is a big question. I am not going to details. I am not the speaker here. Today madam has to speak. So that's why I am not going to take much time. Just I am trying to draw your attention towards these issues. What kind of things are happening in the system? Yes, we need credible people, hard workship people, passionate towards the nation building, passionate to do something for others. Here, Dr. Subhashini, I want to mention, while talking to her, she is saying, my father, he nurtured me like anything. You be on your own and independently you do whatever you like and you do something to the society, something good to the society. So I decided to do something, to dedicate something good to the others. I appreciate your approach, madam. Thank you so much. And finally, so this theta is, K.R.S. madam is asking, madam, how frequently you are organizing this kind of programs? I said, we are very short of people like you, madam. Whenever we will get people like you, definitely we will organize this. We are ready to listen to you people. We want to take inspiration from you people. So it is lacking because we are all, those who are sitting here, we are all academicians. But we will not satisfy with ordinary people, we will not satisfy. So people like you, yes, we would like to listen to you, we would like to learn from you people. So we are organizing this kind of program throughout the country. So theta we are working here, ABRSM, national level ABRSM working. Last week I had in Tirupati, Voice of Tirupati Academicians was conducted, and before that in Bangalore, in Hyderabad, in Anantapur, in all the places, all the cosmopolitan cities and two-tier cities, everywhere we want to organize this program, and we are working for the upliftment of the teaching community. We have our ध्येय व्याख्या, राष्ट्र के हित में शिक्षा, शिक्षा के हित में शिक्षक, शिक्षक के हित में समाज. That means it is, our education should be in the interest of the country, nation first. And who has to strengthen this education system or education? Yes, teacher. And society has to take care about the teachers, because in our culture, in our parampara, Guru is placed at the highest position. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. This is what we believe in it. So, ABRSM or Theta inculcating this idea, this philosophy among the entire teaching community. All this teaching community should engage in the transform this country for this Viksit Bharat by 2047. When we are talking about, yes, we should sensitize our younger generation to think about this country, to nation, career for the country, nation first philosophy. And when it comes to on this Women's Day, I used to say one quotation and then I will conclude my speech. It was said that Yatra Naryantu Pujyante Ramante Tatra Devata. Wherever the woman respected, there the prosperity will come automatically. That is that. So with this motto, we are working. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. With great privilege, we now invite Dr. N. Radhakrishnan to introduce Dr. R. Subhashini, co-founder, K.R.S. Therapeutics, Chennai.
Thank you once again. So I'm extremely happy and privileged to introduce the next speaker, Dr. Subhashini Ramadurai. Dr. Subhashini Ramadurai hails from Nagpur district of Tamil Nadu and brought up in Chennai. She has completed her schooling in Chettinad Harishi Vidyalayam, Aryapuram, Chennai, and she was appreciated for her volunteer work with Adyar Cancer Institute, Nagesh Memorial Center in the year 2015 and 2016. She was a very active member of the MedHope and the Green Friends organization at Sri Ramachandra Institute. Dr. Subhashini has completed her Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, that is MBBS, from Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai in the year June 2023. She has explored various avenues of research in mind-body medicine, pediatric blood cancer, and breast cancer in the Indian population during her undergraduate years. She was an active participant of research team with the esteemed Dr. Chandramohan at Sri Ramachandra Medical College and presented her work on the association of intestinal metaplasia in H. pylori positive chronic gastritis patients at the Upper GI Surgical Society of Asian in Vietnam. She is currently practicing medicine at one of the very popular hospital in Chennai, Kaveri Hospital in Alvarpet, Chennai. And she has a fond of pursuing his specialization in the field of pediatric medicine, the treatment of children. Dr. Subhashini is the co-founder of K.R.S. Therapeutics, which has been established in the year 2022. So K.R.S. basically a therapeutic based biotech company with an emphasis on healthcare company working on integrated therapy for breast cancer survivors. Dr. Subhashini along with her co-founder Dr. Ranganathan are pursuing currently the research and development unit on nano drug delivery systems for post-operative therapy and also holistic treatment modalities for breast cancer survivors. So we are very fortunate to have Dr. Subhashini with us today, who is highly motivated and a young entrepreneur. With this brief introduction, I am very happy to invite Dr. Subhashini Ramadurai to give away her special address. Dr. Subhashini, please.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to one and all present here. I am Dr. Subhashini Ramadurai, co-founder of K.R.S Therapeutics. I extend my most humble and warm greetings to the guests on the dais, to Dr. Kalai Selvi ma'am, Director General of CSIR, Dr. Lakshmi ma'am, Shri Lakshmanji, Dr. Venkatesan and Dr. Manikandan, and thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. I would like to thank Theta and ABRSM for this great opportunity today. Women's Day is celebrated all over the world on 8th March every year, and today we are here to honor the same and share our thoughts on the most important aspect of being a woman in today's age, that is, women empowerment. What is women empowerment? In simple terms and goals, it is to promote and encourage women to give themselves the power to pursue their rights and their dreams. Indian women have long battled against various forms of discrimination and inequality, struggling for empowerment in multiple spheres of life. I would like to address some of the areas today. Firstly, education. Many women are discouraged from pursuing higher education or may even be illiterate in some rural areas owing to some forms of traditional upbringing where they are encouraged to pursue a more domestic role in their lives. Secondly, employment. Indian women face a large gender-based pay gap and the pressure to perform like a man in a workplace and inflexibility in paid leaves and maternity leaves that ultimately cause them to give up their employment owing to familial obligations. In 2017, a study by MSI found that overall gender pay gap in India is as high as 20%. While men with up to 2 years of experience earned at least 7.8% higher median wages than women, in the experience group of 6 to 10 years, the pay gap was at least 15.3% higher than women. And in the senior level of greater than 11 years experience, men are paid as high as 25% more than women of the same experience and caliber. Our country passed the Equal Remuneration Act in 1976, and yet, in practice, the pay disparity still exists as one of the many lingering forms of gender inequality in the Indian workforce. Thirdly, gender-based violence. In 2018, 18.4% women in the 15 to 49-year age category reported being subjected to physical or sexual violence by their partner in the recent period. We all know how many violent and traumatic incidents women face on a regular basis, either from strangers or sometimes even familiar people. Fourth, healthcare. A significant portion of the female population, especially in the rural areas, are unable to access healthcare when they need it the most. Many women succumb to maternal mortality, cancers of the cervix, uterus, breast, ovaries, many of which could have been prevented or treated with timely diagnosis and treatment. Fifth, political participation. When the Indian population consists of about 48.5% being women, it would be ideal to expect we have a reasonable fraction representing our needs in the political field. However, as of February 2021, it was found that only 14.4% seats in the parliament were held by women. When almost an entire half of the country is underrepresented, how can we expect to make progress on these goals as a whole nation? When women become leaders, they provide a different set of skills and imaginative perspectives. More importantly, female leaders bring structural and cultural differences to the table which drive effective solutions. I would like to name some remarkable women who have empowered themselves and achieved success in their field, Indian women. We've all heard of Kalpana Chawla. She was the first Indian origin woman in space. We know Indra Nooyi, who is the CEO of PepsiCo. We have heard about Mary Kom, who won us so many medals for our nation. And Arundhati Bhattacharya, who was the first woman chairperson of SBI. and so many more. These remarkable women serve as shining examples of courage, resilience, and determination, proving that with hard work and perseverance, anything is possible. I was just a research student doing my medical degree. I was in my fourth year when I was working with Dr. Ranganathan, and an opportunity to pursue a very nice research idea in the field of breast cancer came up. And eventually, the opportunity to start a company based on therapeutics was also presented to me. And when I went to my father about it, he was so encouraging and he guided me very well on what it would take to establish a venture on my own or with someone else. As the daughter of an entrepreneur, I would say that I had a very different upbringing from most of my peers. My father raised me like a son. He taught me to be independent, assertive, and adventurous, whereas my mother brought me up as a girl who must love her family. However, she also taught me to be confident, strong, and determined. She taught me that women can be whoever they want to be and achieve all their dreams and still make time for their familial roles, and that in this new age and system, men will also step forth and shoulder equal responsibilities too. Traditionally, Indian women have been raised with certain gender norms and expectations that can limit their potential and autonomy. These norms tend to prioritize domestic roles and obedience over personal aspirations and independence. To ensure a future where more Indian women are empowered, we can shift our focus in societal attitudes that encourage education, promote independence, challenge gender stereotypes, teaching self-advocacy, and model gender equality, where they learn that all responsibilities are shared and mutual respect of one another is a must. Viksit Bharat means a developed India, a modern, advanced, and prosperous India. Achieving Viksit Bharat requires an all-rounded effort from the government, the private sector, the civil society, and most importantly, the citizens to address our challenges, promote sustainable development, and build a more inclusive and equitable society. Today, we stand not just at the precipice of change, but at the dawn of a new era, an era where the power and potential of women unleashed, where barriers crumble in the face of our unyielding determination, and where the flames of equality burn brighter than before. For centuries, women have been the silent architects of society, shaping the world with their resilience, their grace, and their unbreakable spirit. But today, we say enough is enough. Today, we refuse to be confined by the limitations imposed upon us by a society that seeks to diminish our worth. Today, we rise as one, united in our quest for justice, for equality, and for empowerment. Empowering women isn't just a moral imperative, it is a strategic necessity. It is about harnessing the full potential of half the world's population, unleashing a wave of innovation, creativity, and progress that knows no bounds. When women are empowered, entire nations prosper, communities thrive, and the world becomes a better place for all. So how do we do it? How do we do it? We do it by refusing to accept anything less than our worth. We do it by demanding equal opportunities in education, in the workplace, and in every facet of the society. We do it by lifting each other up, supporting each other's dreams, and refusing anyone to dim the light that burns within us. But above all, we do it by leading by example. We do it by showing the world what women are capable of when given the chance, by breaking down barriers and by shattering glass ceilings with our sheer determination and grit. So let's stand together today as architects of our own destiny. Let us be the change we wish to see in the world, the trailblazers of a brighter, more equitable future, and let us never forget the words of Maya Angelou. Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. An empowered woman is an empowered nation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your insights on women from all walks of life. We kindly invite Professor S. Balakumar to introduce Dr. N. Kaichelvi, Director General of CSIR, Secretary of DSIR, New Delhi.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Mrs. Kalachelvi, Secretary DSIR and DG for CSIR Institute, New Delhi. Dr. Kalachelvi actually did BSc Chemistry from Government Arts College, Tirunelveli, and then did PG from Government Arts College, Coimbatore, then PhD from Annamalai. Then she worked for 25 years in Sikri Karaikudi in various levels, and also she has published more than 100 public papers in reputed journal and 8 patents to her credit, and also she obtained various awards and fellowships during her career. So starting from CSIR Raman Research Fellowship, and also INSA NRF Exchange Award and the Brainful Fellowship from Korea, and the Most Inspiring Women Award, and also she also got many projects and worked in many committees. Such an eminent person is with us today to deliver the address in this wonderful event on the topic of empowering women in Viksit Bharat. So it's a great pleasure again to put your hands together to welcome Madam.
Because things are going to be real from today's meeting. But it is very thoughtfully, because I think the people, leaders, the title for today's discussion is Empowerment for Viksit Bharat 2047. Friends, I think this is the right form. We can think about, we can discuss, we can brainstorm, we can argue, we can find, accept what is it that you and I can do, by means of which Viksit Bharat should not be a dream, whereas it should be a reality, especially in the year 2047. You can think what in terms of Viksit Bharat, it is not political flavor, because I am standing in the form of a women science, technology and innovation, but one very important, very fundamental, very basic point, that if it wants to grow, if it wants to deliver, if it wants to be accepted in the global arena, it could be of science, technology and innovation. And therefore, who's dreaming about it? The dream could be done by a politician, the dream could be done by a teacher, the dream could be done by a student, and the dream could be dreamt by a very, very common citizen who will not be even the next time food, whereas he has every liberty to dream about his own country, because country is not very inseparable from the citizens. Friends, now I'm so fortunate, I have to spend one person through the very important, critically important challenge period, and I would say this is the very, very most valuable period of country as far as its graph is concerned, especially after independence. We got 77 years back. But then what kind of problem we have used so far, and how to have dependence on other countries for our every requirement is the $1,000 million worth question that is just standing before us. Friends, for the country to prove itself, it doesn't require several decades. If you take very seriously, if you take a team of people of like-minded thought process, if you are able to make a team of youngsters, if you are all to work in synergy, I think this so far we may to 2047, even 2035 itself, we can make India Viksit Bharat. You are We all, then quarterly exam will be there, then half-yearly exam will be there, then annual exam will be there. For a high teacher, you know when is the art semester and when is the event semester, and you have to complete annual year calendar, and you know how you are supposed to complete the syllabus. But who is the smart teacher? The smart teacher, he or she doesn't wait for the last week to complete the syllabus. Rather, what they do is, even though the examination is going to happen only in the month of May, the smart teacher takes efforts, and he and she, they will smartness, they will be completing the syllabus at least 2 or 3 months before that, or at least in March, so that the complete month of April could be given for revision, and the student will be comfortably they will be meeting out the challenges of the examination. And therefore, the same thing is applicable to the country also. India is such a different kind of mechanism holding country. Diversity is very vast. India is blessed, at the same time the diversity is huge and it is unassuming in many fields. Therefore, to bring it to make all the people to understand that India, this is the time that India has to stand on its own, that itself is a challenging task, that itself is the biggest challenge for the national leadership. Friends, I am standing here as the Director General of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and we are so proud. Why? Because the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, for 2 years, is seen to India, independent India. But seriously, established in the year 1942. Can you think about, can you imagine the kind of, I would say, the strength and the balance of dream people were having at that point of time? Because India was not, but at that point of time, our visionary leaders, they thought that one day I will get independence, my country will become independent India. Once I become independent India, my country's growth is going to be decided by number of revolutions. It may be revolution, it may be blue revolution, it may be green revolution, but it is also due to industrial revolution. Therefore, if it was country to say it is industrial revolution, I need a scientific platform, I need a scientific organization, I need a scientific system in place so that India's industry-related requirements are met out by this particular organization, and that is the basis on which in 1942 CSIR got established. See the kind of books, I would say, they were so bold to think, to plan, to dedicate, to and get something done even before India became independent. But now, India is independent. We have everything to think, talk, play, spend, peacefully. Everywhere we have freedom. But what else still we have positive energies? Have we special attempts? What is our next plan? Even after 7.2 decades are already passed, why we have to think the way those days people were thinking? That is, say, the national is coming up with a visionary Viksit Bharat 2047. CSO session 37 national laboratories in 25 different states of the country, several thousands of scientists, technical officers, technical assistants, administrative officers, 12,000 plus PhD students, assistants, research associates, research fellows. God has blessed me abundantly. God has blessed me abundantly. Such a big country, such a big family. All of us should feel very proud. Because if at a problem, I have so many crores, 140 crore people to ask for a help. And since one such organization for which the president of CSR which is the Honorable Prime Minister of the country. And therefore, friends, the Honorable Prime Minister is the President of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and the Honorable Prime is the Vice President of CSIR, and therefore, what I required, because once we have the opportunity to read the knowledge, to understand and to give us the ideas, suggestions, guidance, mentorship on what is to be done in the coming days. And it's really opportunity to have this kind of visionary leadership, because this particular period is beautifully named as Amrit Kal. Again, friends, I'm telling you, we are educated. Amrit Kal is not a political statement at all. Amrit Kal is the real, say, patriotic statement. Every word is being spelled with no vision behind it. Amrit Kal is the word that really makes us to feel proud. Why? Because I will say Amrit Kal has this very beautiful legacy. If you just see the democratic dividend of the country today, I'm talking about 2024. If you just see the country, it is really appreciable. Age 40 is a great number, but the entire globe is feeling so jealous about India, because there is a two countries were criticized for exploring population. China, the other one was India, and China changed the history. China made it as a great history. They read the history by means of proving that whatever it may be, the exploring population, if it were to check the complete capabilities of the exploring population, the country can really become an unshakable force, and China has already proved it. Let us not, because it is not a good scheme to take it as a reference for the which I don't want to share here. So with China, everything, but for one thing, it's not bad to compare our strategy with China, because both of us were chased by the country. China created history. Therefore, what's the problem for India? What could be the problem for India? We have the same perfect dividend. We have chart. We have, but how long this kind of a demographic dividend will give us the advantage we have to think about. 20 to 20 years will become 40, 30 will become 50, 40 will become 60, and therefore that is why the next 20 years is very important, critically important. It is essential. It is politically also important, geographically also important, geopolitically also important, and globally also it is important. Economically it is extremely important, say, because whatever we want to do during the period, that is going to be the fate of India forever. But 2047, not we have any kind of a goal, we will, in between we will have kind of a milestone, and friends, please take one more milestone in between, which could be 2030. If it was not there to think up to 2047, you can say, what kind of short-lived these days? Not because last month obsoleting this month as far as youngsters are concerned. This is the speed, the fastness, the changes are taking place in such a manner that technology is fastly changing in the country as well as globally. But then you need to 24/7, I will tell you, my friends, is a real thing, is a real statement. Recently, I had to meet with one of the very, I would say, the top most official of one of the private company, because in company's name, it is one of the top most performing companies in the country, and the top most officer. I had an opportunity to talk with him. But I just asked him, if at all you are asked to plan for your company's profile or your company's way forward activity or your company's roadmap, for how are you able to plan? You know the kind of an answer that he was telling? So he said, Dr. K.R.S. 50-year-old company. It's just 150 young company. So you should admit that people do make their decision. My company is just 150-year-old young organization, and therefore we decided that we have to plan for next 100 years. I think we have to think only for next 100 years. I recommend what great statement talking simple terminology. When a practice dare to plan for next 100 years, you persons of the country who bestow responsibility of promoting second country, who put Mata Pita Guru Devam. So we are philosophers. Are we not in a position to plan for at least next 25 years? Please think about it. Please think about it. When a player, he has to take every penny, packet out from his right pocket, every penny he has to read it from his blood, sweat, and he has to invest. But he is able to plan for next 10 decades, 100 years. But you be the great umbrella of India. So we have and therefore the government has all possible and all the requirements. We are talking about the basic requirements. We have all these things. These things, therefore the country has given us all these things. Do you think that somebody else has given? You may think that your father has given. Yeah, for me also my father only has given. But where from my father came? My father, he is from this country. The country has given the infrastructure. The country has given opportunity for my father to invest it in the form of a quality education to the 3 children he was raising in those days. Therefore, when I to say thanks to my father, parallelly, I should say thanks to my country also, at least silently. Our country is not given this kind of infrastructure. Today, we cannot sit here with this kind of great degree behind us. Because whatever small country, many times we fondly criticize all leaders because it's easy to criticize. But when you take responsibility, when they sit at the top, see the area view, when you problems of a greater benefit, that time only you will understand the nuances of it. That time you will understand the gravity of the issue. That time you will understand the real crux of the problem also. To understand the problem itself, we may require time. And therefore, let us start criticizing who let us not worry about all these things. We are not here to criticize here because my educated friends, you are here to talk about irrespective of what's happening around. What is it that I can do? What is it that I can do something different by which my country can feel proud and my country should be accepted for whatever changes that are going to be brought out because of my idea. I want to think of is, what is our problem? We have education, we have to very to think positively, and whether it is family, society, or the educational institution, or the friend circle, or the relative circle, the society as a whole has given us lot of opportunities, number of examples, because Madam Subhashini was listing out the list of accomplished women. They jumped directly from the heaven. Everybody, they started from a humble beginning, and they all showcased because country was all the time giving them the infrastructure. So friends, please realize the basic fact, the fundamental, I would say the fact and the truth, the universal truth that as long as we think country, as long as we feel proud that we are part of the country, and as long as we also take it as our commitment that our also responsibility by which this country should become Viksit Bharat in 2047. So I think it is not the responsibility of only politicians, it is not the responsibility of only teachers, it is not the responsibility of only parents, it is not the responsibility of only private industries, it is not the responsibility of only philanthropists. How many Lakshmi Madams you can think about? This is here. 48 years back, her father had this vision empowering women for women, scientific education, and the Meenakshi College for Women came into existence. Because I think most of the girl children, the first hero is always a father. And I think they become accomplishing women for which Lakshmi is exception. Because was not because in many also told the same thing. Along with my two brothers, my family treated me as a third born family. Why? Because this is that we all enjoyed, and we should every time thank God. We should every time thank the nature. We should thank. If it only don't please thank nature. You thank your parents. You thank the infrastructure. You thank the society. Because today we have to peacefully spend this evening. We have to this kind of discussion without. We should thank the society also. Before every giving moment, and if at all we are ready to do that, I think there is for women is automatically it is happening, and it will also become more and more stronger in the days. Friends, to say once upon a time, people were pushing women for education. Then they said accepted. Then they said women should be legal. Then be really given some kind of encouragement to become leaders. But now I think women leadership is becoming very, very common in the country, and therefore I think is not to be demanded because in it will take itself. It will be taken care of itself. Because once upon activity was required. Once upon recognition, lack of recognition was there, this side and that side, but now everything is taken care of. And I have to say, to try just to go sides of the roads, if it only happen to travel, if it only getting constructed, it may worst case it will be hostile. So that much awareness, not have made as a lifetime, I would say lifetime shabbat that must be given the right choice of education because you are a teacher but also as a responsible parent. You what is the precious gift that we can give to the child is nothing but the quality education. And especially for female, for girl child. If you just give her the education, she will take care of the next 7 generations. Next 7 generations will be taken care of if it was giving education to one group and this particular society at this point of time we have as our motto. And therefore, girls for education, girls in higher education, I think it is happening almost on its own. Now, when your direction, still some fraction, some is still requiring a little more empowerment, and therefore those who are traveling in the upward direction, we should always have a mind, heart and interest to look back also. Yeah, I want to really step up and to reach, but what is it that they are doing? In the same thing, how to have the same kind of privilege. So friends, let us help the group, let us motivate them, let us encourage them, and we to be the strong supporting force. Why? Could be done for people. It is not my statement. I don't know if you have gone through the budget statement which was announced by the finance minister. Again, Dr. She fully took the elements which are the focus of budget 2024. What are these 4 major elements? Let me explain what the and the 4th is Mahila. First one is farmers. I don't know which man talked about, but I imagine this is my understanding, my thought process. I think this is my description. In a strong field of agriculture, in a country, for the country, and therefore in today thinking that in Viksit Bharat India should become the football of the entire globe. That is very important goals. So if it wants to become global great in such case, our farmers, they have to be given more than enough importance. Therefore, the legacy of the country from so it is farmers. Therefore, past is farmers, let us celebrate farmers during this year and days also. Now come to the scenario. Even today, even after 77 independence, today poor people in the country. So that is very garib. So what is it that the country to think about this poor? What is it that we can plan for this poor? What is it that we can do for this poor can really come out of the poverty line? So below poverty line, the word should not be there. Therefore, how to eradicate this kind of a garib culture in the country? So that is the current scenario. So next one is future. Very, very important. Next 25 and next 7 most more important. And the whole commitments for this future is not than our youngsters. That's what it is told as Yuva. To even take this learning, lot of it given to children for their education. If you for course 3, okay, you will get a degree. If you don't for 3, if you want to just swap after 1 year, okay, it's a certificate thing. If you okay, it is a diploma course. If you it's a degree. If you it's a degree. So what a great freedom and privilege is given to the youngsters. But most of which country is trying to make it as a proper management. So at least you stay with certificate, you stay with you know certificate. If you stay with me for 3 years, accordingly I will recognize you and celebrate you, and country will give you different options. But if a person is not at all interested in education, let's assume that way. In that case also, again, I would say, country will very thoughtfully, with a lot of vision at the back, they created a Skill India program. Everybody become 1, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, complete. If somebody is not able to make it, for some reasons, in that case, can we just leave them? Yes, let us take them. Let us give them skill development courses, skill training. Let us help people and let us make them, let us train them, and let us just bring industry-ready skill manpower. So, we are all possible directions, all positive directions. Those to study, to study for some reason, no problem. I will give you the special skill sets, by means of which you can become an entrepreneur, you can become a starter, you can become, if possible, you can become an industry also. Like a rich parent. So madam is not father's footsteps. But in fact, country is given a lot of money. I would say sort of money, same money. So their concentration, their efforts, their skill sets, especially their energy should not be wasted. The set in terms of skill them, so budget is the third focus to you, which is nothing but youngsters who are architects of India tomorrow. Therefore, you can there is no place for Mahila, past also there is present also, present also great, future friends.
It is none other than Mahila. Mahila is a universally relevant, all-time relevant group. And therefore, finance has taken Mahila
the fourth element. So,
I do not know how many of you are reading all announcements,
the schemes,
or the plans
which are getting announced by the government of India.
Whenever any scheme
comes,
whenever any announcement
comes,
whenever any plan is getting announced,
I deeply request each and every one of you here, because we are all learned people.
we are highly educated.
Let us go through every announcement, word by word, and if possible, alphabet by alphabet. Because the first thing in the planning. If it all whatever you do, I think with the wrong kind of an SOP, if it all keep on doing experiment for 10 years, I cannot get my PhD degree. On the other hand, with the right kind of a planning in hand, I may take even 2 but with the right plan, and if I start
following the right SOP, I think in one step,
I will get a final product, and therefore this is how country is spending more time planning, because country believes that
you and I are there, and we will be there to implement all
activities and all the schemes.
So my educated
Friends,
my elect
group of friends, please, every day, at least spend 5 to 10 minutes. What is it that I can do to the country? Definitely, family responsibilities, because we are totally
only attached to the family.
so the
time that we spend to the family should be more.
but at the same time, at least to spend 5 to 10 minutes every day
Before you go to
the country.
Am I doing something tangible in which the country can remember me and the country will be
by the entire globe? Friends, I wish to conclude my talk by telling one very, very important factor. Once upon globalization is a great concept. No, it's a good concept, it's a great concept. I'm not criticizing globalization. Globalization is to understand that could be experienced by sitting in India itself and it's of globalization, but now currently the geopolitical situations they are giving a different kind of a tone. Whatever we were getting from A country will be continued forever. There is no guarantee whatever we are getting from other countries will be continued forever. When such kind of when that kind of geopolitical turbulence is there, can we live of political leadership? No, my dear friends. You are coming up with a kind that they will not support India in the coming days. Is it not responsibility? Is it not responsibility to make India to feel indigenization? This is the time we have to really think about indigenization, and that's again thoughtfully going to be Atmanirbharta. Why should we depend upon other countries? We should think of dependence on other countries for essential commodities. What is not a country? Do we not have India is abundantly blessed by mountains, rivers, good quality sand, forget about metals, metals. What else is required, my friends? Nature with a lot of things. And naturally we are indirectly intelligent and we are educated. So by taking this education and can we technologies? What prevents this? What is it? Please let me know. No such thing is available. No such thing exists. No such thing can exist. Because country has every requirement which is needed to make it as a developed country, including power. We have to realize that the existing richness in terms of metals, materials, and infrastructure should be rightly handled by manpower, by means of which indigenization and Atmanirbhar Bharat should be our motto. If you and me try to make indigenization as a priority, we need not worry to support us for a longer time. We should be at the mercy of everyone for important requirements. Therefore, let us start thinking in this direction. If you are a scientific person, you make it in terms of science. If at all person, you can become the ambassadors and you can make them understand the importance of it. If you manage, you can really manage the entire scenario. And if it was Subhashini Madam, healthcare, our national leader is talking about health. What is one? You know, my dear friends, one involves human health and health is mental health also. You a very strong tool which is AI. You know, which is mobile phone, and greatest scientific tool which is AI. The data is better utilized, best utilized by business people and it by educated community. We have, but if at all you go to, if you go to data, if you're sitting with data, if you're sitting less brightness, if at all before AC is put down, if you are yes, it is your favorite food, then you can't. So everything is becoming data. So every data and effectively the systems, they are also monitoring each and every one of us through this data. It is thinking that how best I can make use of the kind of growth, the development of the revolution, the digital technology, or the technology, how best I can make use of it for the development of this country. So my friends, putting together points, I just wish to say one thing. Let us say no to different countries for basic requirements. Therefore, let us say to Atmanirbharta. If at all Atmanirbharta, Viksit Bharat 2047 is already taken care of. Therefore, from today, what should be Atmanirbharta? Because buying the free I like to conclude small point. So just to make us understand that we are really blessed, extremely blessed, excessively blessed. So to be kind of blessing, let us make use of it for the good cause, and let us make the dream Viksit Bharat 2047 as a true accomplishment. It will take place and the truth and also by touching the topic, you Viksit Bharat 2047 before because you want the responsibility of the country, and people should come up with a number of very interactive and useful programs like this. You can make it interactive, you can make discussions, you can make popular lectures, you can start discussions also, because if you just make it consortia, just make it consortia as you extend this academic talk to industry, talk to the research person, and this consortia should periodically meet, and you should periodically brainstorm on what is it that we can do 2047. Let's today first brainstorm session on what is it that we can do for Viksit Bharat. Please continue. I wish this event every success. Thank you so much to Lakshmi, because she in giving campus for a good activity and continue for activities of the country, because thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your vibrating, valuable, and thought-provoking notions. Now the discussion is open for interaction. I request the participants to use this special occasion to interact with our guests and clarify your doubts or questions.
Don't be afraid of, for your questions I will not talk for 40 minutes. For your questions I will talk for only half a minute. So ask questions. Any question other than one question, then is dinner. So you should not do dinner. So other than that, any question is fine. Question please.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Myself, Karthikeyan from SRM University, Chennai. So you told that China has already reached a point where we are about to reach that. So it's a very, what I can say, it's a very high visionary statement. In fragment, if you say, what is exactly we have to do? Because reaching China is a very big task. Okay, what is the initial step we have to do? Initially, what we have to do? The first step, what we have to do, what we have to tell to our students.
Wonderful question. Because I will tell you how China made it possible. They had a program called Come Back China. People were there in other countries. They called all the people. They assured them the kind of a salary they were drawing. They made infrastructure which was made up elsewhere. And this is how they got all the people after they gained their expertise from other country. And this is how they created their own science, technology and innovation. But I would say to start with in India, if it were to put in all our strengths of youngsters in one line, the way I said, if at all the boy girl is capable of coming up with education friendly, if at all they are education friendly, push them for higher studies, push them towards research. I think in the directions whatever we talked about, whether it is Atmanirbharta or science or technology, or don't push them that way to really after the college, because those days are different. Now, after the communication, they have two choices. They can be artists or they can be job creators. So you just pick things. You just motivate them. Try to identify where he or she is having a kind of a preference. Or try to motivate them. If you don't have to go as a job seeker, qualify him for that. If you don't have the extra capability to become a job creator, just to support him and her accordingly. But which, if you are able to channelize only the youngsters, that is more than sufficient. You just think about even any country, if you don't they want to invade a country, they will target youngsters and institutions will be targeted first. This is how countries will go, and when choosing school, colleges, I'm talking about all undesirable populations, when they choose these things as their platform, well, for a good cause, we cannot make them as other choice of people. So target students, job seeker or job creator, just make them ready for that. If you have the confidence, at least first build some confidence in them. Confidence building is very, very essential for these days, because nowadays we are giving everything to the children and they don't accept any kind of a failure. I think that failure is not at all a full stop. It's a comma. Just give them that one. So you can become an exclamatory mark. Tell them all these good things. You share the story, share the known stories, motivate them. I think they will do it. Did I answer partially at least to your question, sir? Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ji.
Ma'am, this is with regard to the
the discussion that you have been talking about the empowerment of women. I understand that there are special schemes are available for women in the UGC system. But is there anything available with regard to the scholarship schemes or any other schemes for empowering women with respect to the CSIR, ma'am?
Sir, actually, again another good question because I have a good point to say. So after I go to DG in CSIR, so in order to have a general body meeting which will be normally chaired by our Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, we just asked him to launch one new initiative which we call the CSIR Aspire scheme. I personally strongly believe that science is one discipline that can be moved at any point of time from where it's left. So for some reason, would have forgotten science because of her family commitments, marriage, childbirth, whatever reason. But science to get herself rebooted with the same science for which she needs some kind of a support, and we can give the support in the form of giving some kind of a project funding. BST is having 2-3 programs like OSA programs are there, OSA A, OSA B, these programs are there. My parent organization again, the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, they also have programs for women. I will tell you, cabinet note, soon we will be able to come up with a kind of a activity. I just said that DSR should have 3 targets. One is specific requirements. So they just to think about Northeast or Ladakh kind of area. The second is, I said that women-centric. You know the kind of a response I got from the other end. One Dr. Sujata Chaknabolis, she said that now for women empowerment, South India is the best place. I asked her why. She said number of names, I don't want to tell the names here, few very good names. She said that they are already doing very nice work and therefore we will be doing. So this we will do it from the 16th Finance Commission, which will start from 2026. This is upcoming. Is our Aspire program. In that Aspire, it is dedicated to female researchers. Earlier, you have to apply submit proposals and we will choose the best one. Now, under Aspire, no male can submit any project proposal. Only female. So all female proposals, and whenever we will be celebrating our Women's Day. I'm just waiting for the date of the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, who is our Vice President of CSIR. So we'll be announcing the results also. So CSIR is coming up with Aspire scheme. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question to ask.
Yeah.
Ma'am, CSIR gives funding for PhD students. Is there a possibility for postdoctoral fellowships from CSIR? We have other departments giving fellowships.
I think she's nicely provoking me. Actually, Kodambakkam fellowship, all these things are there, but CSIR is not doing any PDF as such. But this NPDF program, everybody is doing in CSIR labs. Meaning is we may not be giving their monthly emoluments, but if you just see in the country up next to, I won't say even next to IITs, we are having Ramanujan fellows, Kothari fellows, and also NPDF also. So if somebody wants to come back from any country, they will be using this Ramanujan. Kothari immediately after PhD, NPDF also immediately after PhD. These are all PDF programs. All our 37 labs, we have 5 to 10 such people working. So we give them to have personal freedom, and we just allow them to work with our scientists, and in some cases, if at all, they are found to be very research, which is the main focus of the laboratory, they have to just compete with others, and the institute will even select them. I'm not going to absorb, we will select them. So that is another thing. Good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It's not a question, it's words of appreciation and gratitude. Thank you very much for, it's a great honor for us for the startup as a co-founder of it. You have nearly 36 laboratories and its annual budget of $900 million. It's around 7,000 crores. It's a great honor for us to share the podium with you. It's a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, National Research Development Corporation. Actually, they to support startups. And here you have taken covaxin during COVID time. If it was taken covaxin, you CSIR because the adjuvant is from CSIR. So actually this is how science actually reaches the common man, and we just make NADU as an interface between CSIR and the common man, or you can call it as a commercial market, because whatever we do in the form of a it reaches the market in the form of a product or a technology. There's no fun kind of research in CSR labs. So between CSR labs and the commercial market and the common man's requirements, we have interface, effective interface. That interface is industry. That is why we just call them as our very, very important integral interface, whether it is industry or MSME or startup. In the case of startup, NADC is the channel. If at all you about CSR, if at all you want to get some of the technologies of CSR, if you want to adopt some of the technologies of CSR and populate it in the country, you can directly ask CSR or you can come through the channel of even NRDC, because we are open to startups and your channel is NRDC. And so our channel is DSIR. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. My question is, in the realm of science and technology, do we lag behind China? Because I heard people saying in the event of any nuclear war or conventional war, China can defeat India within one day. So I want to know that where India stands in the realm of science and technology in the world order, or we lag behind China in terms of science and technology. Please throw some light. Thank you.
Sir, I think it's a very interesting and an important question. See, for example, actually our Honorable Minister of Science and Technology very often fondly used to give this example. When all finished their first space expedition, we never had our ISRO also formed. That was India's situation. But now, we have already proven that India can go to the southernmost part of the moon and soft landing, and we created the success. Therefore, it is not that when we started, within the shortest possible time, we can quickly take the momentum. In my opinion, whether it is nuclear weapon or nuclear battery or nuclear energy, in my energy-related things are like the way for the homework or the way we prepare for the examination. You are sitting in your home and you are preparing for the exam, final semester. I am sitting at home preparing. What are the strategies I am following? I do not know what strategies you are following. So in my opinion, let us not to what extent China is a great thing. China is preparing first 3 units. China. You know, unit 4 and 5. Question paper will be reached with 4 and 5. So India. So let us not. This is my way of understanding. But and I will tell you one more thing also. One great admirer of China is for one reason. I believe this. 100 for Americans it is 100. For Indians 100 means 99 is 100. And for Europeans 99 is 100. And for Japan it is 100.00 is 100. And for Chinese 5 is 100. Therefore, the skill if at all you want me and you to be compared, we call it generally as apple-apple comparison. Only one meaning is the scale should be same. Here the scale is not same. Anything above 75 is 100 for them. Therefore, on what scale we can compare? Let us forget about China. No problem. That's all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We have now reached the end of our special program, and the most pleasing way to end the day is with a grateful heart. It is time we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you all for being a part of the event. Your support and presence meant a lot to us and made it a remarkable event. We now invite Dr. L. Venkatesan, convener of Voice of Chennai Academicians, to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Dear esteemed guest, speaker and participant, on behalf of the Voice of Chennai Academician, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence at today's special discussion on empowering women for Viksit Bharat, organized by Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association affiliate to ADRSM. Your active participation and insightful contribution have made this event a resounding success. I would like to express our deepest appreciation to our esteemed speakers, Dr. Kalachelvi Ma'am, Director General of CSIR and Secretary DSIR, New Delhi, and Dr. R. Subhasini Ma'am, Co-founder of Campus Therapist Chennai. Your profound knowledge, expertise and valuable insight on the topic of women empowerment have enlightened and inspired us all. Your dedication to the cause of women's advancement service as a beacon of hope and motivation for us to strive for more inclusive and equitable society. Special thanks are also due to Sri Lakshman Ji, whose presence has enriched our event. Your support and encouragement have been instrumental in making this discussion a meaningful and impactful one. We are truly grateful for your valuable time and contribution. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. R. Manikandan, State Secretary of PETA, for his relentless effort in organizing this event and bringing together such esteemed speakers and participants. Your dedication to promoting educational initiative and fostering intellectual discourse is commendable, and we are grateful for your leadership and guidance. Also, I would like to thank Dr. Lakshmi Ma'am, the Secretary Management of Meenakshi College, for graciously providing us with the venue for this event. Your generosity and support have played a pivotal role in the success of today's discussion. And we are truly grateful for your unwavering commitment to promoting educational and societal initiatives. In closing, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to everyone who have contributed to making this event and memorable and impactful one. Your collective effort and commitment to the cause of women's empowerment are truly commendable, and I am confident that together we will continue to strive towards building a more inclusive, equitable and empowered society for all. Before we conclude today's enlightening discussion, I would like to extend a warm invitation to each and every one of you to join us for dinner, which has been thoughtfully arranged for attendees. Let us continue our discussion over dinner and make the most of this opportunity to building lasting connection and friendship. Thank you once again for your participation and support. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we request the gathering to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाने तव शुभाशिष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
Jaya 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 He. Thank you. Now I invite the organizing committee and who are all interested to come join us for a group photo.
Sir, make it fast. Make it fast. Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of the organizing committee of TETA and ABRSM, we humbly request you all to join us for a savoring dinner in the dining area established on the lawn outside. Thank you. Grapes. Grapes.